He had a trust fund worth more than most people make in 10 lifetimes, a garage full of supercars, and by 17, 2 arrests already on his record. His father built one of the biggest companies in the country, Fortune 500, billions on the balance sheet. But all that money couldn't fix his own son, until the father stopped trying to fix him and did something almost nobody in his position would ever consider. Let's call him Alex. Not his real name, but his story isn't rare. Dad, self-made, billionaire, built the company out of a garage. Alex, private jets, elite schools, 0 real rules. By 15, he was already spiraling, skipping school, partying hard, running with people who had nothing to lose, and neither, it seemed, did he. Here's what you'd expect next. More money thrown at more therapists, a quiet stay in rehab, maybe a bigger allowance to keep him out of the headlines. That's the standard playbook for a rich kid gone wrong. Except that's exactly what his father refused to do. Because the money had already failed, twice. The therapists had already failed. 2 private schools had already asked him to leave. By 17, Alex wasn't just rebellious anymore. He was heading somewhere his father's money couldn't follow him. And that's when the CEO made a call nobody in his circle understood. He didn't call another therapist. He didn't call a lawyer. He called an old friend, a man who'd spent 20 years running one of the strictest leadership programs in the country. What happened next changed everything. The program had one rule above every other: no exceptions, no excuses, no special treatment, not even for a billionaire's son. Alex's phone, gone. His last name meant nothing there. Up at 5 a.m., make your bed, earn every privilege, nothing handed to him. For the first time in his life, discipline wasn't a punishment. It was just the structure of his day. You'd think a kid like that would fight it even harder. He did, for about 2 weeks. Then something shifted. It wasn't fear that changed him. It wasn't the drills. It was something simpler. For the first time, someone treated him like he was capable of more than he'd ever been asked to be. This kind of structure isn't some New Age theory. Donald Trump has spoken publicly more than once about his years at New York Military Academy, how that environment instilled the discipline he credits for the rest of his career. Different world, same principle. Structure it young enough, strict enough, and it sticks for life. Here's the real lesson, and it has nothing to do with being rich or being a CEO's kid. Motivation doesn't fix broken habits. Structure does. Most people wait to feel motivated before they change. That's backwards. Real change comes from removing the choice entirely. A strict routine, real accountability, someone who won't let you quit on day 3. That's true at 17. It's true at 47. It's true whether the system is a leadership program, a training plan, or just a schedule you refuse to break. 2 years later, Alex graduated top of his class in the program's leadership track. Today he runs his own company, smaller than his father's, but entirely his. He still says those 18 months were the only thing that ever actually worked. So if you're waiting to feel ready before you change your life, stop waiting. Build the structure first. The motivation comes after. If this hit home, hit subscribe, because next week, we're telling you the one habit almost every self-made billionaire refuses to skip.